Hi, hello friends. Hope you're doing great. So this is my first attempt making a video in a language other than Tamil. I hope you will be supporting me. There were a lot of requests that were coming in for me to make videos in English or Hindi. My Hindi is not that great, so I wanted to stick with English. In fact, I'll try to insert few Hindi sentences here and there so that you can watch those, have some fun, laugh at me. But predominantly, this video is going to be on English, right? Fine. So this video is all about my HSN experience, how I plan my hair transplant. So let me introduce myself. My name is Amir. My age is 32. I live in Tiruchi, Tamil Nadu. I planned my hair transplant around Jan 2021. I was doing so much of analysis, where to get my HT done, and what other stuffs, right? So around March, I called HSN. I was requesting for an appointment. They said that my available date is around June, July. I was not happy about that. I then again pushed them requesting for an early date. Then they mentioned that there is a date available, but I don't know whether you will be able to travel. I said I'm fine with anything. So they said April 6 and 7, that was our election date. Unfortunately, I have to pick that. I didn't vote. I apologize for it. But end of the day, I was so excited to get my hair transplant done. I didn't really consider anything else apart from that. So I selected the date. So as soon as the date is selected, right, you may have to click your pictures and send it to HSN. HSN will evaluate how many grafts you might need based on those pictures. That might be right, wrong, or that would be like in and around. It's a ballpark figure, right? As soon as you visit the clinic, these numbers can change. Apart from sending pictures, you may also have to go through some lab tests like thyroid, sugar, diabetic, BP, blood clotting time, bleeding time, almost HIV, whatnot. Almost like that, there are like a good number of tests that you have to undergo, which will actually qualify whether you are eligible for HT or not. Right. So that's one part of it. This report needs to be sent to HSN around 1 week at least before the planned appointment, so that they can confirm this. Not only that, but also like you may have to get your COVID test done. This should be at least 2 or 3 days before your HT appointment. That's another important thing, without which HSN will not allow you inside the clinic. So COVID test is really mandatory. Okay, so this was complete. As soon as my lab tests were sent, HSN confirmed that I am eligible and I can visit the clinic on this date for my HT. Even my COVID tests were taken before HT, and I reached out HSN. So I started from Tiruchi around 8-9 p.m. And reached out Bangalore around 5 a.m. in the morning on 6th of April. I took some rest in my friend's home because this step is really important. I've been seeing some of the folks who travel directly to the clinic. I would not recommend that, because though other YouTubers claim that HT is very simple, I would not say that. HT is very tedious and exhaustive procedure. It's going to be a painful process. Okay, so you need good rest before you undergo HT. So I took a power nap for 2 to 3 hours, had breakfast, booked a cab to HSN, reached HSN around 9:15 a.m. in the morning. Once I reached the clinic, I was given forms with a number allotted. I think the sequence will be given. Whoever visits the clinic first will be given one, and followed by the rest of the numbers, right? So I think my number was 3. I was asked to fill those forms. Those were again very much exhaustive, at least 8 to 9 sheets, which speaks about almost everything: your history, geography, biology, everything. I mean, it had your medical history, it speaks about your lifestyle, it speaks about your food habits, right, and whatnot. It contains almost everything. This is again going to help HSN to plan your HT accordingly, right? This step was done. As soon as this step was done, again I was called out for a doctor consultation. I visited the doctor. Doctor explained how the HT procedure will be. Then I was asked to shoot my questions. I asked so many questions and got those questions clarified. Once it was done, I was brought back to reception. Then there is another consultation with a derma surgeon, right? This particular session is very critical. Again, this particular session you can ask anything related to the surgery, hair, food habits, anything. He is, I learned from HSN that he is a dean from a reputed college. He was very patient, sweet enough to answer all my questions. He was very polite, right? He was he in fact, like I had a 30-minute session with him shooting all questions. I got all my answers, all my questions answered. I was really happy about that. This was the time when I feel really relieved. I had, because like there will be so many thoughts running in your mind. Without those questions getting answered, if you go to the OT theater, you will still have those a lot of baggages with you, right? So that was completely removed when I stepped out of that consultation room. I was taken from that consultation room to the patient's hall. Yes, I call it as a patient's hall because like it's a very huge hall with almost like 20-25 beds there. I feel like, there are like 2 to 3 batches who get accommodated there. One batch contains at least 8 people. Definitely 20 beds translates to 2 or 3 batches there, right? But to be precise, if I can recall properly, we had number of beds, and those were like segregated with the screens. Okay, it was enclosed with screens for every 2 beds. I had one neighbor with me who was a defense officer, who also was very intellect because he did so much of analysis, then chose as HSN. I was then again one more point to be very happy that like, okay, I made the right choice. As soon as like our beds were given, in an hour or so, the caretaker will arrive at you, and he will take you to the operation theater. So this is the very first sitting. You will be asked to lay down in a dental form chair, right, where you may have to lie on your stomach for the first sitting. First sitting is more about extracting your hairs from the donor area. This is the time when I really got panicked, because I thought it's just 1 or 2 injections that I have to endure, but it's not that case, right? I had at least like 10 to 15 injections, I would say. It was really painful because this is the very first time that you are having injections on your head. I can't really tolerate it. I was really fit getting, but yes, we have to go through. Obviously, like, just think about your transformation after 6 months, how you will be. So it is much worth, right? This 2 days pain is nothing. So yes, I kept calm. Try to maintain my composure, get my extraction done. As soon as the first setting is done, I was like jumping really, because I thought extraction is complete, now it's all about transplantation, but I was wrong. Then I came to know that it's just 25% extraction that was done on the first day, and rest of the extraction will be taken care only in the second day. That was a shocker for me, but I had to accept it. As soon as the extraction was done, I was taken to the hairline design room, wherein my hairline was designed by Surinder. He was an excellent artist, I should say. Initially he had few hairlines, but I don't get easily convinced. So almost like I made him draw 5 to 6 hairlines. Finally I chose one, and this is my hairline. I believe you will like it. I liked it so much. So once my hairline was drawn, I was taken back to the patient's hall, wherein I was allowed to take some rest, then followed by lunch. Lunch was super cool. It was very simple. I think it's veg biryani. It was done, post which, like, again an hour or 2 of rest, you will be taken back again to the surgery home. So in the surgery hall, or like the operation theater, you will be done with your second sitting. In the second sitting, you will have number of slits done in your forehead, and obviously on the crown, right, the frontal and the crown part. This procedure is again very painful, okay, because like at least donor area you will be able to bear the pain, but especially the temple line, right, the temple area and the crown part is very sensitive. And personally I felt really tough to get this session done. I was not able to endure. But the technicians were very kind. They took it very slowly for me, so that I can get this completed seamlessly. But I have to tell this, I had other neighbors whose HT were getting done parallelly. They were quite calm. They were not nervous like me. They were able to endure the pain. It's all my personal experience. I couldn't tolerate it personally. So all my slits were done, and followed by the grafts which were extracted in the morning were transplanted. So this time it was done all in a scattered fashion. I was checking with HSN why it is done this way. Then I got an answer that it's because of the density. So initially it will be all scattered wherever the hairline is drawn. Then the second day it will be filled accordingly to ensure proper density. So my second setting was complete. I was taken back to my patient's hall, where I was given antibiotics, painkillers, sleeping pills, right? Obviously, I mean, before this, like I completed my dinner there. Then I had a nice sleep, I should say. Before going to bed, obviously, I mean, you will also have a round of technicians visiting your hall or room, whatever you say, right? From there on, they will again analyze if you actually have those grafts or like donor available for your next day transplant, or else they will request if we can dedicate our beard for it, right? So I mean, some of our folks did not have proper density. They were requested beard and they accepted for it. So that's how the day ends, and you will sleep. I had a very good rest. Some of my batchmates had third sitting planned at around 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, so they were asked to wake up early. But my sitting was only at 9 or 10 a.m. So obviously I took very good rest. Once I woke up, I was given breakfast and some tablets. As soon as my tablets were done, I was taken. As soon as my breakfast was done, I was taken back to operation theatre, where I had my third sitting. The same what was done on first sitting, with more rigorously, right? Because like it's now 75% of the extraction that needs to be done. So it is a lengthy session compared to the first sitting. I had to take again a lot of injections. I would say if it was 15 in the first sitting, this time at least you will be taking 20, 25, 30, whatnot. So it's going to be again a painful process. The third sitting was done. I felt a little I mean, I was not very fit, I should say, that time. So I was given ORS, right? Technicians were really cool. They come and check with you whether I'm fit or not, whether like, I mean, I was able to endure the pain or not. So all these were some additional things that I really loved about HSN. Because it's not just the management who take care of you, but the technicians, where you are actually, I mean, submitted for the surgery, right? I mean, they are simply awesome, I should say. So my third setting was done, followed by lunch. After lunch, I was allowed to take rest for 2 or 3 hours. Then I was brought back to operation theatre for my fourth setting. So this is the last setting. The real pain comes now. Okay, whatever I mentioned in the first 3 sitting is nothing compared to this particular process. Fourth sitting is the lengthiest process. I checked in almost around 3 p.m. In the afternoon, and the session lasted till 9 or 10 p.m. I don't even recall that properly, but at least 6 to 7 hours of session, wherein those extracted grafts are like now transplanted with higher density. So this time, like I mean, at least like 2-3 people will be doing this procedure. It's not just one, how it was done earlier, because like it has to be done in a very quicker manner, or else that those grafts those were extracted will lose the efficacy. That's one thing which I learned there. They were super fast. I mean, they were not reluctant at all, because since it is a lengthy process, they have to set focus on the same thing, but they did a very good job, I should say. So once my fourth setting was done, I finally had a sigh of relief. Fine, I have completed my HT procedure. No more, injections that I have to endure. As soon as that was done, again I was given some tablets, some painkillers before my after my dinner. Then like we had a discussion session. Everyone were like called out to the reception. The caretaker helped us with all the instruction, like on how we have to maintain our HT. After 20, I mean, for the first 20 days, right? What tablets, what minoxidil solution, how should be your shower cycles, how should you sleep for the first 20 days, almost everything, right? This is the crucial session where you will now understand how you have to actually handle your hair for the next 20 days. So he was really genuine. He was really transparent, sharing some of the side effects using finasteride and other stuffs. So I was really happy about the way the instructions were given. So once the instructions were given, you will again be asked to wake up early around 5 or 6 a.m. because like that's when like you get your first shower done. When I say first shower done, it's more of head wash, wherein your band-aid in the donor area will be removed and you will be given some fresh warm water in the transplanted areas. That will really give you a good feeling, I should say. So we slept after taking some painkillers. Morning 5 a.m. we had our head wash done. So once the head wash was done, we packed our things to depart from HSN. So I think this is a story that I tried to wrap it up in one session, because like when I did it in Tamil, I think I did it in 5 parts. Okay, it's a very lengthy session, but I mean whatever that is really important, that I have really spelled out, right? If in case you think that I have missed something or you want to ask some questions, please feel free to comment, right? Please do subscribe, okay? The subscribe, like and comment, so that really motivates me to start doing such videos in English or Hindi, which would benefit some of our friends, right? So this is all about it for this session, okay? I really hope that you like it. So please support. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.